doesn't suck.
But
Depending on who you ask, maybe.
Fair enough.
Unpause.
No.
I have many questions, none of which I want answers to.
And I have answers to none of your questions.
That's not
Topeka.
helpful. That is the opposite of helpful.
When has this podcast ever been helpful?
I'm
like it's been
sure
helpful a few
somebody has
times.
found this podcast helpful for something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting work done. W-E-R-K. Work.
Work.
It.
Work.
Okay,
Where?
a helpful
Done.
tip to parents of children out there. Don't let your kids play Roblox. Boom. Help
Here's
an
another
entire
one.
generation.
Don't listen to our podcast if you're younger than a certain age.
What age?
Here's another tip for
16.
you.
That was arguably the most helpful tip.
Mhm.
It was also kind of cursed.
Oh,
That's just RJ's parenting style.
cursed you said.
All right.
Maybe. Hello everybody. I'm Jay. I have Riley with me.
Hi!
I also have an Aiden with me.
There we go. There I am. It's me.
And an RJ.
Ah,
We are a bunch of idiots, if you have not noticed. Also, happy brunch to Baetong, Thailand.
Happy
Oh.
brunch,
Happy brunch,
Baetong.
Baetong.
Today, we're running it back. We're doing another Cursed Versus.
Oh, snap. I got my Versadex ready.
We have one of those? Where did
Huh?
you procure
Yeah.
such an item?
Wait, what?
Well, I had to talk to a professor with a plant name. It was really interesting.
Professor Plum?
A professor of what? My Wi-Fi drops and we're talking about professors? What?
A professor of a plant or something, and he gave me the Versadex, as well as my starting curse verses.
Okay. I think our running champion
Okay.
currently is the concept of time.
I believe you are correct.
And I have something that I will hold in the chamber for now.
I was gonna say we might want to save that towards
Yes.
the end.
A potential contender, if you will.
I think I'll start us a bit smaller, if you don't mind, with a caterpillar-sized dentist with human-sized tools versus a human-sized caterpillar.
Human-sized caterpillar would eat the dentist
I agree.
Now.
any day.
What if it was like a hyper smart, like Iron Man type dentist we're talking? Because then you have like that scene with Iron Man versus the floating wormy thing in the first Avengers movie.
Bold of
It
you
does
to
eat him,
assume that I
and then it
remember the first
dies.
Avengers movie.
Bold of you to assume I've seen the first Avengers movie.
But
Well-
you have to remember that this isn't like a genius billionaire caterpillar-sized person. This is a dentist.
I don't know. Dentist seems kind of vague to me.
It's a dentist the size of my pinky finger that can use a Dremel.
Hold on, let me see. What's the world's most expensive dentist? World's most
That's very
expensive.
what's the word?
Dentist.
Subjective, depending on where you're getting your dentistry done.
Well, would you like to know what the AI said?
What does the AI say?
Some guy named Tom. He costs $1 million for a single tooth.
I bet Tom doesn't accept
So a
insurance.
caterpillar-sized Tom versus a human.
Might I point out genius billionaire engineer weapons manufacturer does not mean dentist.
They got like Dremels, and apparently one of the 10 wealthiest dentists, Dr. Dan, has over $1 billion.
Not a weapons manufacturer.
Dremels.
Human-sized caterpillar.
I think I'm losing this one, but I tried.
Unfortunately,
I tried. Sorry,
I
Tom.
appreciate it. R.I.P. caterpillar-sized Tom.
Not Tom.
Tom!
Dead Tom's
Sorry,
dead.
Dr. Tom, or Tom DDS.
Dr. Thomas.
Dr. Thomas
Thomas.
DDS, no!
Thomas.
I have one. I do have one. That is a
Yeah.
small one.
A small one.
Are you ready?
Yes.
So, it's going to be 100 human-sized pheasants versus... No, hey, I did this backwards. 100 pheasant-sized humans versus one human-sized pheasant.
That's
Human
a big
sti-
pheasant.
But
that's also a lot of people with, like, actual...
It's like 100 Lollipop Guild members versus a
Goliath.
Utah Raptor, essentially.
A Utah raptor.
Raptor.
I think the humans got it. The 100 of them with not bird intelligence. I mean, birds are relatively... It can be intelligent, but you gotta train them. So
Depends on the bird.
that's
Yeah.
true. I feel like pheasants wouldn't be especially...
So it would even the
They're
playing
not.
field if it was a crow or a raven.
Yeah.
Yes. But
I
you have to
see.
remember that humans used to hunt things so much larger than them. Like, for survival purposes. Like,
Like elephants and mammoths.
Yeah. mammoths, elephants, sloths.
Mammothant.
So,
I don't know. I've seen Jurassic Park. I feel like I know.
okay. Here's the thing about Jurassic Park, though. Literally
Yeah.
every single person in those movies is stupid.
Even the
So-
scientists. How ironic.
Especially the scientists. So, I mean, they don't even, like, never mind. Nope.
No,
Not even
come
gonna,
on.
Nope.
Nope.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
They don't even take into account how actual zoos are run. There's no real enrichment. They have predators right next to prey where they can see them, they can see each other, and they're stressed out all the time, and the predators are angry because they can't stalk the prey because there's electric fences in the way. But here's another problem. Normally when there are predators in zoos, there's some sort of, like, big gap between the predator and the human to where the predator can't go and get the human. There's some exceptions, but that's typically the rule. There's some sort of, like, ravine between the two. There's nothing. Like, the horrible zoo.
They're just like,
Horrible,
ow,
horrible,
stupid, magical,
unethical
invisible
zoo.
force. How dare you?
0 out of 10. Bad zoo. Next question.
So the 100 humans.
Yes.
Yes.
In the case of a pheasant as the bird of choice, yes.
Well done, Lollipop Guild. You did it again.
Okay.
I don't want to be a lollipop.
Too bad.
Oh,
The-
okay.
Should have thought of that before
feeling-
signing the contract.
What?
The feeling of thick grease under your fingernails. Or versus that one hangnail that just keeps going.
The hangnail.
Oh.
The hangnail. I'm sorry, but no. I can deal with stuff under my fingernails.
Grease. Ugh.
I can deal with stuff under my fingernails. If the hangnail keeps going,
Just ignore the hangnail. It'll heal eventually.
it'll cut through the grease.
The hangnail?
Yeah.
Depending
Depending on how
Your
long it
hangnails
goes
go
for.
forward?
Depends on sometimes. Define forward. They go forward for a little bit before they go backwards.
Huh, we have a weird zigzaggy hangnail here.
No, I just starts on one side of the finger and goes around to the other.
Oh.
Yeah. And then up. It's like, do you know those the cheese wheels? The red ones?
The baby bell cheese?
Yeah. My
unwrapping
hangnails
your
are like
like a baby bell cheese.
Can I choose neither? Can I?
Which one's worse? You gotta tell me.
Which one's worse about that?
I
That's the whole
think
point.
the
It's first
hangnail.
versus.
I'm going to say grease because I cannot stand having things under my nails.
Me
I also just don't like dirty
too.
hands.
I'm just gonna ignore the hangnail. I'm with RJ. Grease.
My hands are
is
dirty
the worst
too.
one.
What are you afraid of?
Getting dirty.
I feel like I've been out.
You haven't felt the grease that I've felt.
And I'm talking about like aircraft grease. That's
It's still pretty bad.
I'm
However-
talking about like at least 5+ year old grease from a CNC machine.
Like I understand
That's
bad, maybe not to your extent, but I do
nasty,
understand
toxic
bad
even.
grease. But I feel like I can deal with uncomfortable versus painful. That's where I'm
The
standing.
problem is grease under your fingernails can be painful. Because
And we're-
especially if it's like gritty
Mm.
and it gets shoved up underneath your fingernails enough. That's the kind that I was thinking of.
So
I-
oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say I am personally the kind of person that handles pain a lot better than I do discomfort.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Here's my thing, right? I can ignore hangnails. I usually do. The grease that's already under there is not a thing to be ignored. That is an experience that is currently happening.
Fair.
Hangnails, typically for me, especially when I was a kid, they always got worse when I picked at it or pulled it. So it was one of those things where it's like, just leave it alone, and nothing bad will happen.
Sounds like you're being threatened.
I was by the hangnail. Now, if you had told me that I had already been pulling at this hangnail, I would say that that's worse.
I had assumed that because it was Riley said it's the kind that just keeps going, so the implication was it going versus
That is true.
So experiencing someone pulling at my hangnails or experience grease under my fingers,
Yes.
yeah.
the hangnail is so much worse when I can't ignore it and someone is pulling it. Let me slap them. I win.
No, not the super
Aiden
secret
wins
third option.
through a show of violence. Fantastic.
Wait. So how are we ruling this? Is this like
I don't know.
Would
Uh,
100 pheasant-sized humans fall under crippling pressure of grease under their fingernails?
what?
I'm just trying to think about going forward with this one.
But so
Well,
Did
like
we
is
decide
the
Rocket style?
is the qualification like which one is worse, or like
Yeah.
which one you would prefer, or
Which one
like
was worse?
well, yeah, then okay, and yeah, my answer was to be the same.
Are we half and half?
I guess it's the
I think
same.
we're half and half.
It's the same answer for me regardless, but I don't know. Whatever.
Comments, you decide.
You
decide.
You decide.
Go, 3 people that I know that listen actively.
Thank
Duke
you
it
for
out
my
in the
Bigfoot
comments.
figurine, by the way. It's sitting next to my dumpster fire and my squishy Jesus.
It's great.
Anyway,
Okay.
Fork or spoon?
Like if
Or
they had
fork-
duked it
fork
out
versus
against
spoon.
each other.
Fork
Spoon.
versus spoon.
Just fork versus spoon.
Yeah.
Spoon.
Spoon.
yeah. Because spoons are so much more versatile.
Now, if it was like someone with a fork versus someone with a spoon, I'd be more scared of the person with a fork immediately. But if it is like 2 inanimate objects suddenly gain sentience and the commands to eliminate each other, I think the spoon has it.
I think the spoon has it by battle of attrition. You're gonna bend
Pretty
the
much,
tines,
yeah.
bend the tines a lot faster than
Forks
you would.
can also catch spoons.
Yes. But you
Yes.
can break the tines easier.
Can
on the
spoons catch forks?
Yes, by slipping in between the tines and breaking the tines.
Well, we didn't even talk about what materials these are made of.
Well,
What
you
materials
just
are
gave
they
us
made out
fork
of?
or spoon. I'm assuming they're both made out of metal.
You can't make assumptions.
Well, you didn't give
What
us
material
anything else.
are they?
You just said fork versus spoon.
Instead of screaming at the poor ghost, why don't we ask what it's made out of? Goodness.
Yeah, stop screaming at the ghost.
Oh no.
I don't know. I hadn't even thought about that. We'll say metal.
Why did we?
See, look at that. We asked, we got an answer. Thank you, RJ. Now,
Oh my goodness.
we can debate about this like adults.
Oh, why?
This has any stakes whatsoever, or relevance, or
'cause
importance.
To be
There's no
honest, I
sink.
really think that the spoon has it. I'll leave now. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna kick you.
Please don't.
Well, if you want to know what I think it's a draw because they end up coming together and forming the spork.
That's
Forbidden love.
I don't.
Happy Pride, everybody.
My brain has been blasted multiple times in a couple of seconds.
Brain blast! Fireball!
Pew, pew, pew,
All
pew.
right, here's the next cursed verse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
ready for this one?
I'm ready.
A sentient angry tree versus a sentient angry boulder, both roughly the same size. However, they are not humanoid shaped. The tree is still a tree, and the boulder is still just a rock.
Tree.
Tree.
How? So, if they're both sentient and they're both like, oh man, it's a tree and a rock, how do they fight?
You
Or
ever
can they move?
walked
Yeah, they
on a
can move.
sidewalk in
Okay.
downtown where there were trees planted about 20 years ago?
Uh-huh, yeah.
And the roots have just completely demolished the concrete.
I think you're right. The tree wins. I'm just trying to figure out like, oh, they're both the thing. Like if they're on a hill, the rock wins because it knocks the tree over. But
That's
like,
assuming the rock can move.
well, that's why I was saying there's a hill and the rock rolls down the hill. But if they can both just like move and fight each other, I think that the tree wins.
Well,
Hey.
sorry. Yes, sir.
I think tree. Okay, you can continue.
So if the rock could move and the tree could move, the rock wins because the rock is a harder hitter initially. But
They
if
both can.
they can only move like how these things normally would, meaning the rock just kind of sits there and the tree has roots so that it can manipulate, then the tree wins.
I can agree with that. There's
I
one
can
thing
also agree with that. Now, they both move. The way I have it in my head is cartoonishly, there is a tree, like, root walking down the sidewalk of a street, boulder on the other side of the street walking the other way. Or, well, rolling the other way. They see each other, it's locked proverbial eyes, and they just go at it. Like
Never
the
mind.
Hatfields and McCoys.
The tree wins.
Now,
Still.
I was going to say, I think, now if we look at Pokemon, grass versus rock, it's double effective.
Yep.
Ah.
My whole thing is outside of Pokemon, right? Time is on the tree's side. Trees naturally through time just grow and grow and grow, whereas rocks naturally through time shrink and shrink and shrink and become more brittle and fall apart. So
But also, if you look at Pokemon, you can refer to Sudowoodo, who is a tree, but a rock type.
Oh.
Forbidden
Even
love!
a grass type, though?
No, I just said they're a rock type.
Yeah, it has no grass in it.
Yes.
It
So
just
imagine
looks
if
like a
the
tree.
tree was actually a Sudowoodo.
Then it's just a rock versus another rock. Just banging
But like
rocks together.
A bigger tree-shaped rock.
No, but
That
it's the
would
same
be
size.
Sitting there
nice.
clacking
However,
two trees together.
I said tree.
Two rocks together, pardon me.
Well, Sudowoodo is a tree. Just not a wood tree. A rock tree.
Petrified wood, if you will.
Anyway, my vote is still tree.
I think tree.
All right, sentient tree is the winner.
Sentient tree. Okay. A boat Gundam wielding an anchor as like a whip versus an angry Eiffel Tower.
Does the
Gundam.
Eiffel
Does
Tower
the Eiffel
move?
Tower have any weapons?
Or the ability to move or think, or is it just
Slash
angry?
transform. Are we looking at like a Tower of Sauron essentially, or are we looking at Megatron but French?
Let's go with Megatron, but French. Frenchitron.
Frenchitron. It
Frenchitron.
transforms into Frenchitron.
Frenchitron versus Titanic Gundam.
My name's Frenchman's Prime.
Frenchimus Prime.
Well, I would say that the boat Gundam has the Titanic Gundam, sorry, has the edge with the anchor whip.
Mm-hmm. That was my thought as well.
Especially because the Eiffel Tower is very, like, hole-ridden. There's not a lot of, like, solid surface. Or, I guess, I don't know. But, so that would make it easy to hook it. No.
Yeah.
Hook around it, tie it up, drop it in the ocean. Another good day for boat Gundam.
Boat Gundam.
Another victory for Boat
Boat
Gundam with Anko.
R.I.P. Frenchimus Prime. You tried your best.
Citizens of France are mortified. National landmark has been sunk to the bottom of the ocean,
They are so
writhing in
distraught.
fury as the Eiffel
The
Tower can't
craziest
die.
way the next world war starts.
Okay, but whose side is Boat Gundam on?
The Japanese.
Probably Japan.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
They made Gundam.
I understand the errors of my ways at this
a combination between America and Japan.
The Pacific Union.
Pearl Harbor.
What?
With our pearls
That was the
combined, we
Pacific
have Harvard.
Union.
Mm-hmm. I just thought of one, but I'll hold on and let other people go.
I don't have anything else in my brain. I'm so ready for you to go.
RJ?
A baby with a full-size, well, I should say, a baby with the intelligence of an adult with an adult-sized fishing pole versus a hobo who's really good at playing guitar.
I'm sorry, I gotta give it to the baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the baby.
But the hobo, that's a
Look.
full-sized human.
With
the
a
baby
guitar.
is an
With a guitar.
adult-sized baby, and one thing that's often underestimated is how strong a baby is.
No, I thought it was a baby-sized baby with the adult intelligence.
Yeah,
Oh, is that it?
It's a
Yeah.
baby-sized baby with adult intelligence and an adult-sized fishing pole versus an adult-sized adult hobo with a guitar. He's really good at
Just-
playing it.
It's a
Oh.
hobo
Well, now
with a
that I'm
guitar
understanding
versus a
this
hyper-intelligent
properly,
baby with a fishing pole.
no, I'm still giving it to the baby.
I'm
I
still
think-
giving it to
I
the
think-
baby.
I think it's the hobo.
I
The hobo's
also
got a
think
reach
hobo.
advantage.
Well, no, here's the thing, right?
Just
Because
boom.
war is multiple things than just duking it out. The guerrilla warfare exists, and if this is an intelligent baby, based off of adult human intelligence, it's Lollipop Guild versus Velociraptor all over again.
I don't think so in this case, though. Like, it's
Think
an
of Home
adult.
Alone.
Yeah, no, like, sure. It was never discussed how smart the hobo was. Just because he's homeless doesn't mean he's stupid.
No,
Yeah.
this is true. But he would underestimate the baby.
Because it's a baby.
I mean-
Anyone would.
Also, have you ever been whipped with a fishing pole?
I've caught myself with a fishing pole.
Yeah, but have you been hit with the skinny end of a fishing pole? Getting hooked
No.
is one thing. Getting hit with that teeny
It's
tiny,
a fiberglass rod.
it hurts a lot.
Okay, have you been hit by a guitar?
No, but they're hollow.
Do you want to be?
Okay. RJ never specified what kind of guitar. I assumed like an electric guitar. Those
Okay,
are pretty
if
solid.
this hobo is running around with an electric guitar instead of an acoustic guitar, then he has to be stupid because nobody can
Just running around
hear
with a,
the electric guitar
with a
without an
Fender
amp.
Stratocaster.
Bling, bling, bling. Okay, and then here's the other thing that people underestimate: the durability of a baby.
That's
Babies are
fair.
bouncy.
That's fair.
And they have a lot of fat. Their joints aren't fully connected.
That is
How
also
o-
true.
How old is the hobo?
And how old's the baby?
A 20-month-old is very different from an 8-month-old.
Yeah, because if it's like newborn, then the hobo, I'm sorry, the baby can't move.
But he has a fishing rod, and he's very smart.
And he very
Aha.
much knows he's gonna die.
My advanced intelligence is telling me I'm about to get smacked by a guitar. Boom! There I go.
There
But if it's
goes
like-
my hero.
A 23-month-old baby.
Yeah, I didn't really select an age. Just generic baby TM. So whatever age pops into your brain whenever you think of generic baby TM.
I'm thinking of the cartoon baby that always crawls into construction zones and then never gets hurt.
I think this is why you think the baby would win.
So first off, rude. Second off, accurate.
No, actually, I was thinking of the Mythbusters taking candy from a baby. They busted that myth. It's not easy.
It's not easy to take candy from
I
a
have
baby.
not
In
watched
fact,
that
it's
episode.
really hard. If the baby knows what that is, it's not leaving their hand.
That's fair.
Those little fingers are vices.
I still
Now, mind
think
you,
Hobo.
again, they underestimated the baby because baby.
That's fair. You've also
And
got a
they
reach
expected to have some sort of... You keep going on about
keep
reach
with the
advantage.
reach advantage.
Here's
Okay.
the thing. Every time I beat the crap out of somebody when I took martial arts, it was because they were tall and I'm short. And so I can get in and hurt people. And the
Okay.
tall
Take
people
advantage
don't
But
know
you're
what to do with
also-
their
Okay.
limbs.
That's not just size. You're a coordinated adult.
And
Well, it's
this
not really
is a
about
human
coordination so
intelligence
much as-
baby.
It is about knowing how to use your size.
Yeah.
It is intelligent, but it is also a baby. I
Again,
feel like
I
intelligence.
feel like you
and-
underestimate
you
the baby.
underestimate the baby.
I did not expect this to be quite so entertaining. I did not realize people felt so passionately about babies.
So first
Intelligent
off,
babies with
RJ,
fishing rods.
babies are awesome. Second off,
I don't think you have to tell RJ.
considering RJ is the only one who has procured them, this youngster.
You say that like he went to Walmart and just pulled a baby off the
Oh,
shelf.
yes,
Excuse me,
dear.
I'd like
Should we
a
pick up a
baby?
baby today? Oh,
Yeah.
it's been the budget. They have a discount going.
It's like the
Oh, would
robots
you look at this?
movie.
There's a coupon in the local paper.
Ah, 50% off.
What a steal! I'm practically giving them away.
Oh, I didn't understand what 50% off means.
Aiden has bought only the top half of a baby.
There's
This
more.
baby is quadriplegic.
So, yeah, I'm
Baby
still
is
voting for the
Geodude.
baby.
What do you mean?
The baby's Geodude. Oh,
I'm
no.
Still voting for the baby.
I
Sorry.
feel like I've been outvoted.
No,
No.
I'm still with you. I
RJ
still
is
think it's
still with
Hobo.
you.
it's a
So I-
draw.
It's just the
I think it's a draw.
Hudsons. Yeah.
All right, get ready for this one.
Tiebreaker
Ready?
in the comments. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, tiebreaker in the comments. Come on, all of you people that know the true power. Of
Come on,
babies.
all of you three people.
You three people.
And
I sp-
Dawson.
Toes.
What?
Baby toes.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Aiden, go,
I was
Continue.
just making comment about how we bully. I'm sorry, Dawson.
I'm
It's only
surprised
because we
he still
love
listens
you.
at this point.
We're his buds.
We've
He
just
knows
scared him
that.
off.
Okay, so this one is a nerd thing for me, right?
Okay.
People will probably have to do research. The entire Bionicle line, sentient, given their abilities, their in canon abilities, but they are the size of regular Bionicles, so up to like a foot at most, really.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Plastic or proto steel?
They have become Proto Steel.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Versus the entire Stormtrooper Corps in Star Wars.
Bionicles.
I'm gonna say Bionicles.
The reason why I didn't say versus the Empire is because, Death Star, bam, done.
Which one? Talking about the first Death Star, the second Death Star, the Death Star prototype from the books? You talking about what was it? The second one? What was the other thing called?
Really, any of them.
The Starkiller base.
Starkiller. Thank you.
The Star Destroyers with the Death Star lasers on them.
Yeah, yeah. What was it? The Sun Crusher, I think, was the other weapon that they
That
developed
one was
in the
pretty
books.
cool. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I also Sidious and Vader, and I mean that changes things. But yeah, if it's just the stormtroopers, I think Bionicles, regardless
well,
of
no,
the
even
size, I
if
still
there
think
was
they'd win.
Sidious and Vader, though, because one of them, my favorite one, right? His name is Nocturne, right? Cool guy, 4 arms, criminal. He punched his island in half with one punch. He was that mad.
Reasonable crash out.
What
Yeah.
was he mad about?
I don't know if it actually said. It was like he got angry about a fight or something.
That's what it said.
He got
in
angry
in the canon.
Hold on, I'll do research.
I'm trying to
Why
find out how
was
many characters there are.
Nocturne
Because it becomes a thing. I don't know
angry?
what all Bionicles are capable of. Like the people in the Bionicle universe, because I never really got too far into that line or lore. So I only know what Aiden's told me. And so it's one of those things where I'm sitting here like, there are millions of clones, but also I don't know what powers they're up against, and if numbers would even matter at that point. If a guy can punch an island in half. Like,
How many Bionicles are there? How many Bionicle models are there, I should say? Bionicle. Because it's just like, it's a 1-for-1. It's not like there's going to be, well, there are going to be like 5 different Tahoos. 420 Bionicles versus the Stormtrooper Corps.
I'm assuming all of them have some kind of ability and power and whatnot.
Most of them
Most of them
do.
do.
There are the Matoran and Agori, which do not. They're like regular village folk, very industrious. The Borok, they're pretty amazing. They're meant to raise civilizations to the ground.
so how resilient are the Bionicles? Like,
Let's see if anyone
is-
has the fake tensile strength of Proto Steel.
They're really, really hard to kill. They have a hard time killing each other.
I'm biased towards clones purely because I know much more about them.
Not
But,
those
like-
stormtroopers.
Yeah, it's a Stormtrooper Corps. It's...
Stormtroopers.
I thought you said all of the clones.
Oh,
No.
That's
it's
so
Stormtrooper Corps.
that's so
Then-
different. They're just like a bunch of dudes.
Yeah. It's
I was
Bionicles,
wondering
so-
why you were fighting so hard.
Look,
Like-
I heard for some reason clones and not instead of Empire, like they're just stormtroopers. No. We know they
It
can't
is
aim for
known
crap.
as like one of the hardest steels in Bionicle, so I don't know, what's tungsten? Think of like a whole bunch of 200 and something tungsten tiny robots. One of them has the strength to punch an island in half.
Some of them
My
are being
answer is
controlled
the
by
same.
evil worms. You know.
They have elemental powers. Some of them, like, one of them has a mask power that can open dimensional gates that will track someone down until it has consumed them, essentially, without rest.
How very oh my goodness, what's his name? Dormammu? No, that's not him.
Dormammu.
Dormammu. I
How
have
very
come to
Dormammu.
bargain.
No, well, kind of, but no, that's not who. Galactus. That's who
There
I
we
was
go.
thinking of.
Yeah. Cool. I'm glad that my 200 and something little guys can stand up against the stormtroopers.
Deep. Deep.
Yes, yes.
700 flying sharks versus 5 giant house cats. When I say giant, I mean they're like the size of
Are they the
like
size
those
of a
giant
house?
construction dump trucks.
So about the size of a house.
Yeah.
What
Wait,
kind
how
of
many them?
sharks are we talking?
Bull sharks.
Ooh.
How many? What was it? House-sized cats?
5.
5 versus
Mhm.
700 flying sharks.
Yeah.
They're sharks.
Especially bull sharks, too. Goodness. They're aggressive.
I think giant cats.
Oh, yes.
Why do you think giant cats? I'm looking at this thinking piranha.
Well, I'm looking at this thinking I've seen cats that attack bugs. But also, like, how quickly do the sharks fly? Because
that's
it would
an
have to be
important
very-
question.
It would have to be very fast in order to counteract cat reflexes.
So I was thinking kind of Sharknado-esque. Shark
Yeah,
flying?
my answer is still cats.
Okay. Like, the sharks cannot fly in and of themselves. I guess I should say that.
So they're being flung.
Yeah.
Then the
700
cats.
flung around ravenous sharks. I
I'm
should
thinking
say.
like alien space sharks. Them being flung like catapulted sharks.
So you're telling me 700 Sharknadoes versus
700 sharks
5
in a
house-sized-
Sharknado
I
versus
see.
5.
I think the 5
I think
house-
that the 5 house cats have
size.
dinner.
Yeah. I think if they're being flung and cannot choose their own direction, the sharks have no chance. They're just getting chucked into the side of a house-sized cat.
Also, cats have amazing reflexes.
RJ
Yeah.
was saying that, yeah.
That's what RJ said.
Dang, RJ, I need to listen to you more.
Don't
Okay,
say
I'll
that.
pay my
He'll
penance.
stroke his ego.
Yeah, he'll just stop listening to me. We know how this works.
Pay it
It's
forward,
rock,
baby.
paper, scissors.
Oh, no.
So cats?
Yeah.
Cats.
Yeah,
Cats.
I think so.
Yeah.
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 Cats, 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 cats.
Cats, 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 cats.
Let's see.
A library of sentient bookshelves with the knowledge they hold versus Mars.
I think the
The-
library
the
wins.
Greek god
Ah.
or the... Or is he Greek or Roman?
It'd be Roman,
The Roman god.
which is
Or
it's like
The
Greek
planet.
god from Timu.
Wait, I'm sorry. What are the choices again?
I was still
a
trying to
library-
find that out.
A library full of sentient bookshelves with the that are can use the knowledge they hold versus the planet Mars.
The library.
Really?
I mean, if they
Wait.
can use the knowledge they have,
Yeah, and it's an entire library,
Okay.
which
Is
is gonna
the
have.
library...
what kind of library? Are we talking like the Library of Alexandria, or is it like
I didn't think
the mom and pop library downtown?
I'm not gonna what's the middle ground? Like a college library.
Okay. Is the library sapient in that it can physically utilize the knowledge it has?
Sure.
Can the books move? Because if they can't, then I think the planet kind of wins.
How would the planet win? The planet also can't move.
The planet is in constant motion. What do you
Yeah,
mean
but
the
that
planet
doesn't give
can't
it-
move?
That just means that they're just gonna continue about doing whatever, and it becomes a draw. Nothing
No,
changed.
no. You see, because books break down over time. If this library isn't tended to by a librarian, then they're in trouble.
But that's why I was asking if the library was sapient.
Yes, the library is sapient. It can do things.
Like, can it create a planet-destroying device?
Is it dexterous enough to do that? It's
Yeah.
books.
Because if it's not, then it's a draw. Nobody wins.
And if they can't take care of themselves, then the planet wins.
Just, again, a battle of attrition.
Hmm.
Probably a draw then.
Well, I actually agree with the point that the library eventually would crumble and with her way eventually, assuming humanity ceases to exist at some point, which it probably will. Let's be honest.
It's like the Pixar movie books.
Oh, but you know what that means? The real winners in this situation?
Disney?
Pixar?
The concept of time, baby.
Ah!
I have a challenger!
Go
Oh,
on.
do we?
You cannot refuse this one, RJ. Get ready for this. The concept of time, or brought from fiction to life. Loki, from the series Loki.
I'm impressed.
So the actual MCU Loki?
That is specifically from the series Loki.
You know, the
You're
one
gonna
that
have
gets
to be
pulled-
okay. I'm
the
assuming
one that
you were talking about the main Loki because there are
Yeah.
quite
The-
a few Lokis in that show.
The main Loki from
Who becomes
the Loki
the god of
series.
stories.
Yes.
Okay.
Versus the concept of time.
Why would you say you can't refuse? Do I have a habit of refusing these challenges?
I'm the one who has the habit of refuting them, Ethan.
Oh, I thought
okay.
RJ refuted, was just super strong about concept of time.
I am.
I've kept
I'm the
trying
one
to
who
throw
used
things
the
at it.
concept of time.
Oh, I thought RJ was.
No.
I feel
Well, leave it to me.
attacked and offended. That's a tough one. That's tough because he kind of becomes the concept of time.
So therefore he beats it, question mark?
He controls it.
Or does the concept of time still win because he ends up becoming it, not the other way around? Like
I'd
he
imagine
succumbs
if-
to the concept of time.
Not necessarily, because he shapes it in his image. Not necessarily fully, turning everything into Loki, but he shapes it into the tree.
The universe is now Loki.
But think about it this way: if you have a droplet and a puddle of water, and the droplet joins the puddle of water is still there. The droplet is just a part of it now.
But
Yeah,
take a look at
the,
this. Oh, go ahead, Riley.
The droplet doesn't have any power. I would say that it's more like dropping ink in water.
Or a drop of food coloring or a dye.
Because he has power to change or alter the course of time.
Right,
By
but this
becoming
isn't
time.
time. This is remember we're not talking about time as a noun. It's a concept. It's a theoretical. The concept of time, not time itself. The concept of time.
So what is the concept then? Because we have to...
Welcome back, everyone,
break
to
it
the very
back down.
first episode of Cursed Verses. I'm pretty sure we discussed that. I don't remember for sure, and I don't remember what the answer
look
was.
up the definition of a concept.
Okay,
An abstract idea or a general notion.
have we
So-
actually gone through this entire episode without using external resources?
No, I've used external resources.
I was looking at some stuff. I was looking at numbers.
That Tom guy was real.
Yeah, Tom
Oh,
was a real
okay.
guy. It was I think, wasn't it an AI answer though?
Yeah, and then I went online to another thing, and it had that other doctor. So if the concept is an abstract idea or general notion, Can a concept be brought to reality?
I mean, yeah, because that's just art.
So then it's the art of time?
I mean, maybe it's not just art, but art tends to be concepts brought to reality.
Because I'd argue if you could bring the abstract, which the concept of time is abstract, into reality, which technically would be the effects that time has on everything, then technically Loki would beat this. Because he's experienced that. He had to get to where he's at.
Also,
And he didn't die.
Isn't he like outside of time? I've not seen the show. Isn't he's with the timekeepers, right? And that's outside of an official timeline.
Kind of
So
went above head on that.
it's kind of a weird way they handle it. He exists outside of time in a sense. He exists outside of that specific universe's timelines. And then he ends up becoming them.
I've seen the clip where he like turns into a magical tree.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it as him turning into a tree. I've always seen it as him sitting there holding the thing that he has turned into a tree.
He kind of merges with them. Because if you look, there's actually like a bunch of the branches that come off of like his robe and whatnot. Which I suppose you could argue is not him holding, but he's also not like that. It's more so being produced from him. He's at the
Yeah.
center of it at the very least. I don't know. It's I feel really weird like ruling it either way because I feel like we kind of backed ourselves into a corner with it because I mean it's a theoretical, right? Like
I mean, it's all theory. We were talking about the theory of a human intelligent baby versus a hobo.
I think that being in control of the corporeal form of a concept grants you power over the concept.
And I tend to agree there.
yeah, that's fair.
It's kind of
Yes! I dethroned time, baby!
that now we need
The
to
concept
figure
of
out
time.
how to be the god of the concept of time, basically.
Only took 3 episodes of this. 3 more and I'll find it.
Stay tuned for the next cursed verses, I guess.
like
Uh,
a pissy Disney executive.
Jesus.
Well,
And then we get to shareholders, and then we loop back to us. Turns
I'm-
out, spoiler alert, we are the champions of cursed verses.
I'm a little upset that Riley is right and we have struggled so much to find something that can beat the concept of time and it is just as easily toppled by just a person, by Disney.
Well,
Look, I tried. I tried the last time. I tried so hard the last time.
as,
No one took it.
as we all know, Disney is truly cursed. Aiden, do you have words for us?
I have some, yeah. This broadcast was brought to you by these words. Work. Versadex. Professor Blum. Rock Tree. Frenchatron. House Cats. Thanks for listening.
House.
House cats. my favorite TV drama. Well, happy brunch, Baetong, Thailand.
Happy brunch,
Happy
Baytown.
brunch.
Happy brunch.
We done?
So-
Oh man, my back hurts.